Hello there, Leo. My name is Johnny Alchemy from johnnyalchemytarot.com, and welcome to your tarot forecast reading for the month of April 2021. I want to say thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to join me for this tarot card reading. I truly appreciate it, so thank you so much. This is going to be a general reading, so some messages may apply, some messages may not. Take the ones that do to heart, and hopefully they can be of some use to you on your own personal journey. So without further ado, let's look into the reading and see what messages the cards may have for all of you wonderful Leos out there for the month of April 2021. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so for some of you out there, as we're moving into the month of April, we got the Five of Wands right here. So Five of Wands, some of you maybe in the past few months have been dealing with some relationships with people. This could be people at work, your family, friends, just people outside in the world at this point in our lives who are just combative, conflicting, who bring up arguments, and there's a lot of tension. So here, this is something for you to consider, if you have been dealing with this for a while. Understand that, maybe it's best to disconnect or detach from these type of people. The only thing that they do to you, I'm seeing in some of these cards here, is that it's just draining, and honestly, it just would affect your own mental state, your own emotional state, and it's obviously just unhealthy to be in those situations. But sometimes, we have relationships in our life, whether it be coworkers or people at work or our own living situation where we can't really disconnect from these people. So sometimes it's best to create barriers sometimes because, as I said, in terms of something that challenges you in the month of April, we got the Ace of Cups right here reversed. It's saying that literally that these types of interactions are draining to your emotional heart center. You see, as with this Ace of Cups, the water's flowing out of the cup. It's almost leaving you feeling empty, like a shell, if you will. So there's something here that's telling me for some of you, if you have been dealing with stress related to people or relationships, now's the time for you to really fill your cup back up with something that is fulfilling. And that sometimes means emotionally and mentally detaching from those people if you can't do it physically. And that's just as rewarding and just as effective as literally cutting someone out of your life. So you don't have to respond or react to these types of people. You can just say, that their reactions and their conflicts, their arguments, their energy is all about them. It has nothing literally to do with you. So sometimes that could be a nice reminder for some of you out there, if this does resonate, that you don't have to be around or respond to that energy just because it's there in your present moment. And I say that because in the past, we got the Empress card here reversed as well. So with the Empress card reversed, it's saying that maybe you have gone through some times where things were very more difficult. Basically that you maybe had a hard time seeing the beauty in life. Maybe things seemed a little dull. Maybe you almost were disconnected from your ability to be creative or to have some type of joy or ease or pleasure in life. And sometimes those little things are the simple things are what makes life so beautiful sometimes. Just those little actions or those little times we can truly express ourselves. So that's something for you to consider if you've been caught up in work, caught up in those types of relationships with your family, or just being drained in some way. Understand that maybe this is the time for you to connect with yourself once more, and I could see that with some of these other cards. In terms of your subconscious mind, as I said, if you've been under any stress, we got the Three of Swords right here. So there's telling me something here for some of you, if this does resonate, that you have gone through some type of maybe pain, disappointment, betrayal of some kind, but in the reverse, it's saying that you are processing it, that you are learning to remove these swords so your heart can heal once more. Again, your emotional heart center, that Ace of Cups right here. So if there's something that's been bogging you down, weighing you down, something that's very negative from your past, now is the time for you to really consider spending some time with yourself, connecting with that specific moment in your life to address it, to acknowledge it, and to heal from it. And your subconscious mind, this is something that could just linger back there, and it's always going to be there if we refuse to acknowledge acknowledge it and see it as something that an opportunity to be fixed, if you will. In your conscious mind, again, this is saying as I said before, it's connecting back with yourself, the star card. This is saying that maybe this is the time that you need to really connect back to your core values, your core essence of who you are, and maybe to put less focus or energy in those other external factors that may drain you. And here is telling me that I think with some of you Leos out there, Leos, you're the lion. You have a lot of strength, perseverance, and pride as well. I think for you, this is something that this is a process for you. The fact that, sometimes when you deal with how people deal with negativity or anything that is a challenge to our life, sometimes people have to withdraw. But for you, Leo, I mean, you are the strength card. That is your major ability in terms of your astrological sign. The fact that you can persevere through this and you don't have to, nothing has to truly affect you. So here, this is kind of telling me that even though in the inside you may be going through stuff, you may be unpacking a lot of things, it's showing me on the outside that, it's the pride part, which isn't a bad thing. The fact that you want to show people that you're not affected by it. You're not bothered by it. For some of you, this may resonate. So understand that you're not being untrue to who you are. We all have different ways of dealing with emotions and pain and thoughts. So this might be your way of doing it. As long as you know that it's healthy in some type of way, I can see in these cards for some of you it is. As long as you're not ignoring something, as long as you're not repressing something, I think that's the main key here. If you are feeling some type of way, if you enjoy being emotionally detached from certain situations, then do it if that's healthy for you, if that is your process. So here in the future, we also have the Knight of Swords right here reversed. So here, this kind of shows me a little bit, that you may just want to keep on being busy. Here, this is saying that, if you are feeling weighed down or anything like that, and if you don't want to deal with these emotions or thoughts that may come up from any type of pain from the past, it may be best for you to keep busy. I see that for some of you. Again, Leo, you're very driven. You have the Strength card, fire sign. You have a lot of energy, a lot of passion. So sometimes it's best for people just to keep busy and to keep moving and not to dwell on the thoughts or the emotions that sometimes may not serve us by doing so. Only you can make that call. I'm not here to tell you what to do. You have to listen to yourself and understand what is best for you. So here, this is saying that, in the future, it may be best to keep busy and to keep on moving on, even though it may not be in a very focused direction, but sometimes keeping busy keeps us healthy. So here, that's something to consider as well. In terms of how you may view your whole situation right now, we got the Four of Wands here reversed. So here, this is telling me that possibility, your foundations may be a little shaky right now. Things may be a little unstable. There's something here telling me also about home life as well. So make sure your home life is all right, because our home is our center. It is the place that we go to retreat, to feel at peace, to feel safe and secure. So there's something here telling me that if your home life is not in the best condition or shape right now, whether that be, being untidy or tension between whoever you live with or anything like that, it's best to squash it as quick as you can. There's something here that says, you may feel like your sense of home or your sense of safety or security may be compromised at this time. So that may be something for you to acknowledge and to address as well. In terms of your external environment, we have the Page of Cups right here. So again, this in conjunction with that star and also this Ace of Cups right here, this is telling me that, you are showing people in the outside world that you're not affected by things. Like this Ace of Cups is the cups that is here that this page is holding. And, this is saying that, I may be going through a lot. I may be processing things right now, but it's not something that affects me that on that level where I'm going to show it to you outwardly. And it may be a pride thing, it may not be, but it's just maybe how you operate. The Star card says that you're embracing exactly who you are. And if this is who you are, then continue doing so. Do it unapologetically. No one can tell you how to take emotions, how to handle them, how to process them, or how to heal. So keep that in mind. I think that's one of the bigger messages here. In terms of your hopes and fears, again, very much related to that Three of Swords right here. We got the Five of Cups here. So Five of Cups saying that you've dealt with some type of disappointment in the past. past. So here, I think you are processing these emotions. You're learning to build that bridge and get over it, if you will. And understand that, sometimes that we lose things in life. That is life. That is just how it works out sometimes, unfortunately. But I think you are going to start realizing how much more you have in your plate at this moment. You have other opportunities. You have other obligations. You have other value and fulfillment in your present moment. Once you learn to accept the things that have happened in the past, you can start to see the wonderful things you have to be grateful for in this present moment as well. So here again, this seems like there's a processing emotion that you're going through right now, and that's fine, that's life. So that's what you need to do. Then do it as you see fit, as what works out for you in a healthy way. And honestly, at the end of all of this, in terms of an outcome, we got the Nine of Pentacles. So here, this is so Leo for me. This is saying that, you are self-sufficient. You are self-made. You take care of yourself. You do everything for yourself. In terms of a ferocious lion, that is who that person is, as the embodiment of that Leo energy. So this is telling me that regardless of how you process things, you have to do it your way. And as long as you are true to yourself in a healthy way, you will be fine. You will be able to understand that I'm self-sufficient. I did this for myself. I know how to handle and take care of myself. I know how to handle my own pain, my own emotions and thoughts. And how I do it is going to lead me to success and abundance and helping me realize that I have so much to be grateful for. So this is something that I think is a very wonderful message for some of you. If this does resonate, the fact that, you are able to handle your own pain in your own way. And that's what life is about. You have to understand yourself. You have to master yourself. You have to listen to what your body, emotions, and thoughts are thinking, and you have to respond correctly to that. So here, Leo being, the lion, being the sun, it's saying that, you are the individual. You are the unique individual out there. So embrace your individuality. So let's move on to some oracle cards as well as a word of power to see what is going on further. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Wow, twice. Okay, perfect. So first, let's look into this one because there's two cards that say the exact same thing. The first one, it says leg up. So here, you need a leg up. Sometimes if you need help, that's fine. In terms of something here to balance out all this energy and everything that I said, Leo, a lot of you are going to be very prideful. You don't want people to see the weakness in you, and that's fine. I don't think anyone truly wants that in their life. But sometimes there is a certain power in being vulnerable, not to everyone, but to people who you truly trust, to people who truly love and care about you and who won't judge you for whatever it is that you may be going through. So if you do need that help, understand that, it's good you are the strength card. So you have a lot of strength to stand on your own, but, life isn't meant to be lived alone. If you need some help, if you need that leg up from someone else, if you need some help, identify who that person is. Identify who is closest to you, who your best friend is, who you can talk to during hard times, and reach out to that person if you need it. You're not alone in this. You are very strong. You are very, willful, and you can make things happen. But there's also other people here to help out as well. So don't forget that. In terms of two cards, I might as well lift both of them up. Got peace twice. So an oracle card and a word of power. I think this is something very synchronistic. I think for you, Leo, is finding peace with yourself, finding peace with your past, etc., processing all those emotions, thoughts, memories, whatever it may be that may be bogging you down. So here, peace is the word for you. Peace is the key for you right here for the month of April to, again, process all these emotions and thoughts in your own way, in your own individual process, and to really find peace with that process and ultimately find peace within yourself. So I think that's one of the biggest things that that should be your focus for the month of April, seeing as that card came up twice. So I think that's very synchronistic, saying that, that's the priority, is to find your peace for the month of April and to let go of all these emotions, let go of anything that is negative or bogs you down or that weighs you down for moving forward in a very direct and positive light. So overall, I think there's a big, the biggest message here is allowing yourself to heal, learning how to heal in your own way as well for some of you, and to really embrace that and to master yourself, because learning to heal in your own way is a big rewarding understanding that you can make for yourself, because you're understanding what you need. You're understanding your own needs and how to make that happen. So keep that in mind for all you Leos out there, for whoever this resonates to, and I think you'll be just fine. Obviously, Nine of Pentacles, you'll be just fine. So hopefully this reading did resonate with some of you out there who've been watching, and if it did, don't forget to shoot my video a like. I would really appreciate that, and it would really help out my channel. Don't forget to subscribe as well. I would love for you to continue with me on this tarot journey, and don't forget to comment. I would love to hear how some of these readings synchronize with all of you guys out there in your own personal lives. That kind of rhymed. But anyway, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video once more, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, guys.